Incredible star of this movie, and producer Emma Stone.
Since beginning to produce, it's been easier to watch myself, even though it's literally a nightmare to me. I'm able to take myself out of it more, which has been really nice because the level of meltdowns that I have had after watching a film I've been in is embarrassing. I'll never like it, but I am able to see it a little bit differently now. I watched multiple cuts as he's editing. He seems to only really take, Yorgos specifically, other directors are different, but for whatever reason, Yorgos takes notes from my mom, but not really from me. If I give him a note, he says, "What does Krista think of that?" And I say, that was actually her idea. And he's like, "Great, I'll do it." He really trusts my mom's taste. It's been incredible to now be able to sort of enter into that world, especially with films that I'm not in. It makes it simpler when it comes to the editing process. But I think you realized after The Favorite, she was like, "That's my favorite movie of all time." And I was like, "Whoa, okay." And Yorgos was like, "Really?" And then she, for whatever reason, is like the biggest Kinds of Kindness fan. She was like, "Bugonia's great, but Kinds of Kindness is really him. You know, it's really him." And I'm like, okay. It was interesting because thinking about it, I realized that all of Yorgos' films that I've seen or have been part of, they're sometimes in our world, but it's a more absurdist, sort of surreal version of our world. This feels the most close to reality. It was really interesting. I mean, I think he's definitely, obviously drawn to themes of power and control, codependence, who's in charge. And that is so much, obviously, part of this story, but it was emotional, and it was really interesting to see. Just, you know, sadly, it's weird because even since we made the movie, the sort of relevancy of it has become only more so, or things feel like a bit of an overlap, which is terrifying in many ways. But yeah, it did feel different. It felt different to be in this basement, in this contained environment. You know, we've been on such fantastical sort of sets, and or in the world of Kinds of Kindness, it's kind of the oddity of the world, and obviously, you know, the kind of thing with like Dogtooth or The Lobster or Sacred Deer. It's our world but different. Thank you all so much for coming to this.
Thank you all so much, Emma Stone.
Sorry it was only me. Jesse couldn't be here. He's in Berlin. Thanks for having me.